What's up, y'all? It's the Real Black Diamond, also known as Diamond Ross, coming up to you in this video to talk to you about self-confidence, and we're gonna get it cracking, so stay tuned. If you like videos about self-love, confidence, joy, peace, relationships, love, sex, did I say that already? God, faith, all of those types of, topics. I know that's kind of like all over the place, but if you like any of those topics, then just hit that subscribe button for me, and I really greatly appreciate you. But let's get right into the topic about self-confidence, because I think that it's not a topic that is expanded on enough. When you look on YouTube, you might find a couple TED Talks, and they'll have their own personal stories about what self-confidence means. You might find some how-to videos about, how to gain more self-confidence, and we'll talk a little bit about that, but also, talking about more so that this is a journey. Self-confidence will grow over time, and, there might be certain points in your life where you feel very, very, very low, and there may be some other points in your life where you feel super, super confident and just at your highest, and you feel like you could take on the world, and that's just how it is. It's a constant battle in your mental and your psyche, and you've got to be able to control, how you think about yourself, and you've also got to, at the same time, let go of control and conquer your fears, because that's one of the biggest key things here. When you talk about your self-confidence, you've got to know how to conquer your fears, whether that be, applying for that job you don't think that you qualify for, or putting yourself in a new position that will allow for you to, get in front of new people that you may not be able to talk to otherwise, or, saying what's on your mind to that person that you love, because you don't want to hold back, and you don't want to let your lack of confidence, prevent you from your growth in that relationship. So let me tell you that when I am putting these videos out for you guys and I'm hitting on these topics, I think about me, okay? Like, these topics relate a lot to me, and it's more so therapy for me. Of course I want to help people, and of course I want to inspire others, but I have to talk through it too, because I have to remind myself a lot of times who I am. Even putting these videos out and getting in front of the camera and, putting myself out there online for anybody to critique and anybody to comment on. And with so much negativity in this world, it's so easy to be like, well, I'm not going to do that because I don't want to put myself in a position where I could be knocked down, or somebody could critique me negatively, or somebody could, hurt my feelings. And really, that fear has to overcome all of that self-doubt that you have within yourself. So that's first and foremost. You need to remove any self-doubt that you have. And that goes into my second point of, after conquering and, getting rid of those fears, is to capitalize on your on your strengths, not on your weaknesses, your strengths. It's so hard to, I'll put it like this. It's hard to not think negatively, okay? Can we get an amen? Because our minds are just, like, they hone in on the negative. And even me being a very positive person, I'm very positive. I like to keep it light. I like to, I like to be positive, and when people are super negative, it's actually one of my pet peeves, and I can't, be involved in a conversation with someone if they're just being complaining or negative. And even when my friends are talking negatively, when they talk negatively about themselves, it makes me feel some type of way. Like, I feel awkward, because I don't want to encourage them to talk negatively about themselves, and nor do I want them to think that it's okay for me to ever talk negatively about myself. And I want to speak goodness and strength and happiness into those people that I love. So for me, I've had to grow that mindset over time. It's not easy, and people say this all the time, there's so much power in the tongue. Okay, so what you say about yourself speaks volumes. You say, I'm not worth it, or I'm not good enough, or I don't think, why would they pick me? Or, there's no way that I would get that position, or, just those negative thoughts and those negative mind frames will really push you back, and you'll start to attract how you feel about yourself. So like, if you don't think you're worthy, then that person that you're trying to audition for or get in front of or whatever, they're not going to be convinced you're worthy either. And you've got to really show people who you are, what you're made of, that you're uniquely divine. You are a uniquely created human. God created us all different, and he made us different for a reason. He wanted us all to have our own strengths, our own talents, our own, accomplishments, our own lives. And that takes me on to my third point. To stop comparing yourself to others, okay? Because this is what will kill your self-confidence. And when you compare yourself to others, it's pretty much kind of like spitting in God's face a little bit and saying like, the life you gave me is crap. Like, why can't I be like Susie over there, whatever, whoever you're comparing yourself to, they're not you. And they can't represent you the way you represent you. So you need to represent you to the fullest. And you're not going to be your best self tomorrow. You may not be your best self the day after tomorrow, or a week from now, or a year from now. Like, it's all about growth. It's all about making sure that you're pushing towards your goals in life and that you're striving towards success. And as long as you're doing that, like, you're going to get confidence. It's just bound to happen. Like, if you feel good about, where you're headed in life, if you feel good about, what you're, going towards your dreams, going towards your ambitions, and, going towards, what makes you happy and fills you with joy and all those things, then you're bound to exude some sort of confidence. And as long as you continue to reinforce who you are to yourself, then you're going to, be bound to gain more confidence as well. And the title of this video is Reasons Why Your Self-Confidence is So Important. The reason is because, and I think it really goes back to the fact that God created us all differently, and we need to be the best representatives for ourselves. And if we have low self-confidence, then that's going to set us back so much within our careers, our personal lives, whatever it may be, your family life. Like, it's going to push you back in all areas. And if you don't have confidence in yourself, then other people aren't going to have confidence in you. And, they're not going to feel like they can rely on you. You're not going to be looked at as a person who is a role model or sets examples for other people. You've got to really hone into what your strengths are. What are your strengths? Capitalize on that. Continuously grow those strengths so they get better and better and better. And so that way you are an expert in your field. You are an expert in whatever strength it is that you have. Maybe it's customer service. Maybe, maybe you're really good at complimenting other people. Maybe you're just super friendly with, super good with animals, or, whatever you're good at. Like, it can be a hobby. It can be, this is what, I'm good at looking good. You know what I mean? Like, that's the actual thing. So don't limit yourself, and don't limit who you are by other people's validation. And don't use other people's opinions to help you figure out who you are, or use those opinions to base how you feel about yourself. Because, regardless of the fact, even if it's positive, my mom, she reinforced that I was beautiful all the time when I was growing up, and I still struggled because I looked different from other people, and I didn't really fit in with everybody. And I had a woman's body in 4th grade. I mean, I talk about it a lot, but I didn't really know who I was, and I didn't feel like I could be accepted. But really, the whole trick was for me to just accept me, and me to love who I was. And of course, at a young age, it's hard for you to even grasp that whole concept. But That's what happens when you get older. You get older, you gain more confidence. You step into who you are. You step into the best version of who you will be. And as long as you continue to push towards that person, you continue to not let outside views and perspectives influence where you are and your destination, then you're good. And you'll continue to get more and more confident because you'll know that my life isn't their life. I'm living my best life. And I'm trying to attain my goals and get where I'm trying to be. And I'm also trying to better myself every single day. So I guess, the true importance behind it is that you being confident is going to put you in positions that you never thought you could be in. And you're going to be amazed at, what you'll be able to accomplish when you have confidence behind whatever it is you're doing. You can fake it till you make it, okay? You can act like you have confidence and feel like you have confidence, but you don't really. And, you're just doing it and, trying to make it so that you can win. And really, a lot of times people that are winning, they're nervous too. They don't always know what they're going to do. They just go along with it, along the ride, along the way. So as long as you're being you, as long as you're being your authentic self, as long as you're, continuously reminding yourself who you are and being positive and speaking positivity in your life and also out into other people and helping other people, that comes back onto you. So remember that. And, I'm super thankful to have God in my corner. And for those of you who believe, great, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not a believer, that's fine too. But for me, I really believe that God has helped me to build so much confidence that I do have. And without him, I don't know, where I would be. I don't know how much confidence I would have in myself, because he's really been my core, my foundation of who I am. And I'm proud to call him my father. He created me this way. And I appreciate him for bringing me here to this world, to this life, so that I can exude all the strengths and the skills and the confidence that he's stored within me. And for me to grow on that and become bigger and better version of myself. So that's really where I'm at. But that concludes my video, y'all. Of course, please, if you guys have any other tips about confidence, put them below in the comments. And please subscribe to this channel. If this is your first time on this channel, glad to have you here. I just recently hit 200 subscribers, so yay me. It's such a small number, but I love all of the 200 of you that are here and, subscribe and hit that button. I appreciate it. But thanks for watching. Thank you. Night night.